Sincere greetings, dear citizens of the Republic of the Gambia. I am your brother Essa Bokarr SY. And today our special session centers on the case of Gunjur, the lead golden company, the Chinese company there in Gunjur, where citizens are affected by compelling forces caused by pollution or pollutants. Yet, we are also here to use constructive criticism. Risks and benefits remain at the scale, or to be put on the scale of discussion, negotiation, what we can derive from the beautiful culture of diplomacy, and then find solutions. That's why I'm here today. This is the 6th video. Now, I was on the recommendations of what we expect we could tell the Chinese to do to bring a lasting solution. Construction of a dump site where things will be recycled to generate electricity or something else. And then we have truckers where Gambians will be the ones driving, the loaders will be the Gambian, and also the companies to order that gear that they will put on could also be Gambian. Then it will, in fact, will be the ripple effect of causing, something better where we'll have more employment and more business. It will be a win-win. That's my position as an ordinary citizen, which I believe I can share with my government, with a government on the ground. Right? That's all I am here for. I'm not the one who knows all the solutions, but at least I can suggest, others will suggest, we bring that together, refine it, and then get the fuel that will make our engine run, which is the nation. Okay. Like I said, we'll also have loaders with the right gear based on recommendation meant to protect workers against hazardous material. The Chinese company should equally be asked to build a state-of-the-art hospital in Gunjur and environs, where they will save people from long-term or side effects caused by pollutants. Otherwise, they will face lawsuits. As I said, they know what they face in other countries where their companies are. They know the history between China, Japan, Taiwan, and that area. They know. I lived there for 2 years. So, industrialization goes with these things. But the company also has to be ready to face it. Because if you want to make money or you are after returns, also be careful of destroying where you are. But the people who live there also, they must be ready to balance between risks and benefits. Because already I have investigated and I know that some of their sons and daughters are employed by these very Chinese, that some want to be seen as demons. Okay? So it's like they say, if you want akara sauce, you have to be ready to face the effects of pepper. Now, I'm not going to blame those people who are hired there. Absolutely not. Because I know, I'm from Nemakunku. I know relatives of mine who were once hired by Radville Farm to work there to make ends meet. So, Essa will not sit in America and blame somebody in Gunjur who is hired there. It will be easier for me to do it, but if I were in their situation, I might also want to be hired there. You see, Nick Dangawa Sabopa Digger. Yes. Now, lastly, the Chinese can also be asked to think of building a floating factory. What is a floating factory? A huge ship where everything will be processed in the ship. That's it. What they do in the factory there near Gunjur, they can go and take the ship about 7-10 miles away. Of course, it will still affect the environment, but the pipe will be the pipe will go down. So when they release it, it may go to the bedrock of the sea instead of coming at the beach. There could be effects, but it will take years. And the material they are leaving in the ozone also will eventually be a concern for international, states internationally. It will not be a case for Gambia alone, but they will be within Gambian territory anyway. But that will be even lesser evil. Or they will construct a dump site where they'll be ready to contain it and then put it in trucks, and the trucks will take it there. Then that waste matter could be recycled to be electricity, or if it is not something that one can recycle, but at least it will be there, and then people will find a better place where it will be taken and buried. Because China has industries, and they know some of the industries affect the residents, but they also know in certain areas they will go and throw it away. Okay? Perfection cannot be achieved, but limitation, yes. Right now, we don't have limitation. Now, when they build that floating factory, it will also create employment. If, let's say, these are all suggestions, because when I criticize, I will always give solutions, and you all know that. I always suggest solutions to my criticism. Okay? When they build that huge hospital at Gunjur, it's good. Well equipped. It should be well equipped. Blood gas, theater room, lab, testers, everything. Eventually, in fact, it will balance out for RVH. They should be asked to do that. Yeah, because the company is not the Chinese government. No. Even if it is the Chinese government, then it will be much easier, because ask those in America here, federal prisons are always better than private prisons. Okay, because the money that the federal government would give out is much more than the private would do. Okay? The Chinese company, the advice I'll give them here is, let them be very careful of capitalizing on proximity or easy access and cheap labor to avoid expenditures. If they do it now, eventually they'll spend more, because lawsuits will start coming out. And those lawsuits, they are not going to sue the Gambia government. No, no, no. They will sue the company. Not the Gambia government. No. Unless if the agreement falls short of it. So, what I want to say finally, in fact, is, in fact, the case of this Chinese company we are talking about in Gunjur, we can all learn from before signing contracts with companies like theirs in the future. Most of the mistakes were inherited. They shouldn't continue though. Most of the causes were inherited. They shouldn't continue though without resolution or solution. Which is why we invite philosophy in conflict resolution today to find solutions within the sphere of constructive criticism. I'll bring you the second video on somebody I heard speak in Gunjur. Thank you.